Hello, Teacher Preston here with another video. So I just wanted to say, sort of thinking about it, and I realized I sort of touched a little bit on how to improve speaking, but I didn't, and I've mentioned it, but I didn't talk about it specifically. So before we carry on, just a slurp of espresso. Um, since I get up early, I get up at about 5, I need to get some petrol in the tank. So to get me going. Okay, so how to improve our speaking skills? Um, so by the practice of speaking, so talking with English speakers, that interaction of talking and listening to them. Um, so how can we do this? So if you're lucky enough to live in a big city like Moscow or Beijing that has a lot of expats, join an expat meetup group, make friends, play, um, um, play with expats or have different activities with them. So speaking shouldn't be just like it's in the classroom where people are doing a dialogue or something like that. I've sort of become of late more of a fan of taking it out of the classroom. So what I mean by this? So being part of different expats clubs and playing games together or doing different hobbies together, but speaking English to one another. So that's that's one of the ways if you're in the country. Obviously, the best way to get your English speaking better is to actually go and live in the country, in a country that's English speaking. So the UK, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, okay, ports on, so English speaking, um, US, Canada, those countries. Why? Because it's sink or swim time. So you have to speak English. You have to survive. And a lot of that is day to day. So to get a job, you need to speak English. To um, find an apartment, to eat. So you learn very, very quickly when you put in that situation. That's what I found when I was teaching in China for 2 years. I was in, I think, second or third tier cities where there were almost no foreigners, just Chinese, just Chinese. And a lot of times I had to sort things out myself. So speaking to people, having to know how to read and write Chinese, even though I studied it for about 7 years before going to China, I still had to do that. And that kind of interaction helps you a hell of a lot. Um, so I think that's the number one thing to do if you can. So, and if you don't have access to, uh, if you're not in a city where there's a lot of expats or English speakers, or you don't have access, there's always the internet. So you can use things like italki, platforms like italki to just practice that talking. Or maybe if you can make friends online and then just talk to them. Something like half an hour a day or something like that is great. Um, so just keep to that. Those ideas I think are best. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Just to recap, so the first best method is to go to an English-speaking country. I think the second one is to find an expat group in your your city, if possible, or find English speakers to speak to. And I think the third one is to use the internet. So in the old days, you used to have pen pals. So that was also a good method where you actually had to write, but it wasn't sort of talking. But today, now, with platforms like italki and that, it's good practice. You can just talk with a native speaker, whether it be in English or other languages. So thank you for joining me, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.